Well, that was Shannon's story. She's here with us to show us the latest chapter. Shannon, come on out.
You are amazing.
Thank you.
And I should let everyone know that is...
Thank you, Chris.
Chris, Shannon's prosthetist. Thank you, Chris.
You're welcome.
And I also want everyone to know that you're walking like a pro, and it's not like you've been using these prostheses for a long time. How are you walking that well?
Just practice with therapy and learning balance. It just comes better the more I do it.
And I want everyone to understand the entire process that you went through, because we've talked about sepsis before on the show, and I do want to try to do my best to explain what sepsis is, because Shannon, you probably could give a course on this. And quite simply, sepsis is when an infection goes wild in your body. Normally what happens is you have an infection and it's localized, and in Shannon's case it was a pneumonia. And oftentimes we have a localized wound infection. You can have a urinary tract infection, but in rare cases, this infection can move beyond that initial insult. And what can happen is the bacteria, for instance, that cause that infection can actually migrate into your bloodstream, developing something called bacteremia. On occasion, that can then cause this massive inflammatory response. What you're seeing here are inflammatory markers, and your entire body basically becomes inflamed, systemic inflammatory response. This can lead to something known as sepsis. And unfortunately, when you become septic, your blood pressure precipitously drops. So your body's ability to send blood and precious oxygen to all your vital organs is diminished. Sending it to your lungs, sending blood to your liver, sending blood to your kidneys becomes an onerous task for your body. Your body literally shuts down. But in Shannon's case, something else was also occurring. Now, normally in your bloodstream, if you have some sort of wound or cut, it clots. But Shannon developed something called DIC, disseminated intravascular coagulation. She developed this quote-unquote hypercoagulable state where throughout her body, all her small blood vessels started to develop little clots. Not where they were supposed to be, however. So not only did she have basically no blood pressure to support her body, she had all these little microvascular small blood vessel clots. So she wasn't getting blood to her vital organs, but also, sadly, blood was not getting to her arms and to her legs. When your arms and legs go without blood and oxygen for that long of a period of time, the cells die. And when you develop a severe case of sepsis like Shannon did and DIC on top of it, your body is revolting so vigorously to what's going on that it's a true marvel that you're alive. And the fact that she was pregnant obviously put her at increased